phase 1. This is getting complicated, but just don't overcomplicate this. There's a lot of things you're skipping here because your deck doesn't revolve around all of this.
Okay.
And so this is main phase 1. So you play a land. First thing.
And I have 2 lands now. One is the Temple of Silence.
So you want to be Temple of Silence comes in tapped, which means you can't use it right away. And you
so I'd have to have this like that.
No. So
Alright.
like if this was Temple of Silence, I'd put it like this.
Okay.
And so what that means is I can't use it this turn, but I can next turn after I untap it.
Okay.
It has benefits for coming in tapped, but you want it to come in untapped.
Okay.
So play your land that comes in untapped. Yeah, there you go. And so now you can play any spell that has a converted mana cost of 2 or less.
Okay, so that's all of them except for
Brimaz.
Yes.
King of Our Rescuers.
Okay. I'm gonna go for this, and I put it right here.
Mm-hmm.
That guy.
Alright.
Is that a good call?
You see, I'm going to play Hero of Heroes. You don't even have to say it. You can just do it and I'll understand. So then you take both of them and you tap it. And so what that means is you're using your resources for the turn.
For this guy?
Yeah, after next turn, you'll be able to use your resources.
Oh, like you're tapping into the resources.
Yeah, and so if he had an ability called Haste here, he'd be able to attack right away. But because he doesn't have Haste, he has Summoning Sickness, which means that it's like you've just created a new guy and now he's sick because he can't just like attack right away. He's basically like confused and lonely because it's like all new. And so if I had like a sort of counter spell or something, I'd be able to respond to you being able to play Hero of Heroes, but I don't have that. And so I say, okay, that's fine. And so now you can't do anything. I can't do anything. You're all tapped out, which means that your turn's basically over unless you can attack or something. I'm just trying to make this go fast so you don't get bored.
No, this is good. So I turn it over to you or whatever.
Okay.
Pass.
So untap, upkeep, draw. I'm gonna go mountain.
Okay.
And so there's a such thing. If you look at your cards, there's a difference between instant and do you have any card that says sorcery?
No, up at the top.
Okay. So the difference between instant and sorcery is they're both spells, which means they only last for a second.
Okay.
But instant means you can play them at any point in time. You can play them during the other person's turn. You can play them in between phases. You can do it any point in time, just to your benefit.
Okay.
And so we're not going to worry about instant or sorcery right now. I'm just going to play everything at sorcery speed, so it's easy to understand.
Okay.
And so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to tap 2, and I'm going to play Magma Jet, and I'm going to deal 2 damage to target creature or player.
And that's this guy.
Target Hero of Heroes, and I'm going to kill him.
Okay, so does he go?
He dies. He just goes to your graveyard, is what it's called.
Which is just over here.
Yeah, you play him face up because it's important to be able to tell what's in your graveyard.
Okay.
And so, you can play that in front of your deck or behind your deck or whatever.
Okay.
And so then what happens after I do that?
And that guy's dead too then?
That's a spell, so it only lasts for a second.
Oh, okay.
And so I get to look at the top 2 cards in my library. It's called Scrying. It's part of the spell.
Like a scry glass.
It's like predicting what's next you're going to draw. And so I look at these 2 and I say, which of these cards do I want to keep? And I say, honestly, I'm going to take one and put the other on the bottom. That's scrying.
Okay.
I guess try 1 or try 2. I do whatever it tells me.
Okay.
So I'll put this over here.
And I don't have any any spells in my hand.
You have creature spells.
Okay.
Which is the same thing except they're permanents and instead of just lasting for a second. Alright, cool. I'm past turn.
Okay, so I draw.
Yeah. Untap.
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
Untap. And what's the second thing? Updraw?
Untap first. So you untap your resources, and then you do everything that has to happen. If you have cards that say at every turn do this, then that's your upkeep.
Oh, because you're just like upkeeping.
Yeah.
Thing.
When it gets complicated, you need to know when the order is. Until then, you just know first thing you do is untap, upkeep, draw.
Okay.
Yeah. So now I'm all tapped out, so you know that I can't trick you with any instant spells.
Right. So would it be beneficial for me to put down another land or to...
Yeah.
Okay.
Every turn you play a land.
Okay.
Are you kicking butt?
Swamp. I'm winning.
It's like it's
But,
pretty
right?
tied. We're just going really slow right now.
Okay, and then can I also put down a dude? Well, I've been
Uh,
nothing to play.
So you can't play Brimaz, and I'll show you why. Because Brimaz, if you look at Brimaz, he takes 2 white and 1 colorless.
So
You
these are
have
both
2 black
colorless.
and 1 white.
Okay,
So black would count as colorless for Brimaz.
Right.
Maybe if you're
You're
out there, you
so
take this
sick,
back.
dude.
Maybe you want to play
my
Temple of Silence, and that'll help you.
Because this is also a
Yeah.
it's not colorless.
And so if you read the card, it comes in tapped.
Oh yeah.
And so what happens when he comes in tapped is you get to scry 1.
Yay! Just one.
Yeah, and so keep this in your hand because you don't want to tell me I have it. So
Right.
do you want that on the top of your library? Do you want to draw that next turn, or do you want to?
So do I want at this point? Do I want more colored lands?
Do
that
you
would
have any
help.
lands in your hand?
No. But this
I'd
guy
probably
is.
put it away on the bottom.
Okay.
I mean, it doesn't. It's sort of up to you, but I mean, I'd just put it on the bottom for now.
Okay.
Okay. So now you have 2 mana open. You can play another Hero of Aroas. You can.
Okay.
Play sort of
Because you
whatever
can't
you
kill
want.
him this time yet.
I mean, yeah, during my turn I might be able to. You don't know that
Okay.
because it's
Yeah.
sort of hidden. Okay. So you got to tap for that.
Oh yeah. Ugh, I will get the hang of this yet.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then next time I can untap that guy as
Yeah,
well.
during your untap step.
Okay.
And so it's like, if you think about a graph, like a linear graph, like from like middle school,
Mhm.
you think about how it has a low y-intercept. This is so nerdy. But it'll progress later on, and especially because you get to scry.
Right.
Okay. Cool. I'm gonna untap.
Okay.
I'm gonna upkeep draw. I don't know. I'm gonna play a land,
Okay.
and I'm gonna go Soldier of the Pantheon,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna play Young Pyromancer. And so, yeah. I'll pass my turn to you.
And can I get these guys at all? Can I?
You're all tapped out, so you don't have any spells you can get them with.
But I can untap now.
I'm passing my turn to you, and so
Right.
it's still my instep. And so if you had any spells like instant speed, you
Oh.
play it then. But
I
we're just
don't.
not going to worry about that because you're all
Yeah.
tapped out and you don't have any instant speed cards in your deck.
So I'm gonna tap in,
Untap.
untap,
Yeah.
and then draw, upkeep, and I'm they're
Yeah.
not here. Okay, draw. Ooh, wow. Okay.
Is it something cool?
Well, it looks cool. The whip of air.
Oh, don't tell me that. No,
Ooh,
just kidding.
no. Okay. Okay, could you just... Oh, yeah, I can return this dude.
Not yet, you can't. But
Okay.
Can you play with Veribos? Do you have another land in your hand?
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and play your land.
Oh, but it's not a light. Oh, that's okay. It takes
You
2
only
lights.
need 2 black and 2 colorless, so it could be any color you want to play. Okay, so now you can play with Veribos.
And then I can tap these guys.
So you tap everything for that. You can sort of arrange how you tap them however you want, because it gets really complicated when you have like 10 lands.
Okay.
And
I'm
so,
just gonna do that.
yeah, all one pile is really simple.
Because it's
Okay, so now you can literally gain life for each damage you deal. So it's like instead of dealing twice as much damage, you deal the same amount of damage and you gain that much life back.
Oh, cool.
Okay, so I would attack now.
With this guy?
So the whip doesn't attack. It's sort of like your weapon.
This guy would attack.
Yeah, then your creatures would attack.
Can I put down... Oh, no, all my lands are taken. This is the only guy I
Yeah.
can have.
And remember, they have summoning sickness, so you can attack if you want to.
Is that a smart move?
Yeah, go ahead and attack. See
How
what's
do
happening.
what do I do?
So you say, I'm going to attack.
I'm gonna attack.
And so it's not like Yu-Gi-Oh! Where you choose, I'm going to attack him. So
Okay.
you announce who you're attacking.
I'm attacking you. I'm attacking... which one would be...
So you don't attack me or my creatures, you just attack.
Okay, I'm going to attack.
Okay, so you turn them to the side, just like you turn a land to the side.
Okay.
And so now, what my thing is, as the defending guy, is I get to decide if I want to block or not. So
Okay.
I could go like,
That makes sense.
I could block here, and if that would happen, both of them would die.
Okay.
And you would gain 2 life.
Because of this dude.
Because you dealt 2 damage to me.
Okay.